Good morning. Still haven't figured out what I want to do today for all that stuff. I did find out, however, a lot of people are thinking, like the news reported yesterday, the news reported one thing, and a lot of people are thinking something else for what happened yesterday. So, I'm gonna start out the video by saying, I want to know what you think. Was the news telling the truth about what happened in Minneapolis yesterday? If you don't know what happened yesterday, check out my vlog for yesterday. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, I've got my Dr. Pepper, and I'm going to start the day. And I'm going to make the day a good day. Last night, the rioting and looting and all that started at Target and Nicollet Mall. As you can see, right there, it says they closed early due to the rioting and everything, but they're opening at noon. I'm considering heading down there because I need food, and I may as well see what the hell happened at Target. See how they fixed it. Cherry trucks. Another curfew. Yay. Well, I've been home for a little bit. I wound up picking up like bologna, mayonnaise. I picked up an energy drink. Let's see what else. Mac and cheese. And a can of ravioli. For some reason I was expecting them to be open later. Once I read that they were open, I was expecting them to be open later, and I don't know why. But they closed at 6 and I got there at like 5:50. I was glad they opened back up after what happened, mainly because I was totally expecting them to not be open. They were still open. When I was on my way down there, I kept out of the conversation because I know people don't like people jumping in conversations, but I overheard somebody say, she was talking about what happened, and she said, this time the cops were just doing their job. There was no involvement in the cops killing the dude, because he did it himself, and they wound up rioting and everything because of all that. She says that we just got over what happened with George Floyd, and she says the looting in this case is holding everyone back. Well, I think she was saying the looting in most cases is going to hold people back. The way to fix the situation is to not feed into the stereotype of violence and actually work on improving stuff instead of all that stuff. I see where she's coming from. I don't agree with the looting, and I don't agree with violence. There is a right way and a wrong way to go about protesting, and I can understand the reasoning behind the looting to an extent. People feel like they aren't getting heard and that this is going way too far. I get that part. When people are using the looting to try and, they're basically trying something extreme to get people's attention because they feel like they haven't been heard before when they were trying to be peaceful. Going out and breaking into buildings and stealing shit is not going to make people listen to you about everything that's happened that's caused by people breaking into buildings and stealing shit. Martin Luther King Jr. is praised as being nonviolent. At least with the people I've spoken with, he's known for marching to however long. It proved a point. Rioting and protests. Although I can understand to an extent, it catches people's attention. I get it. But in the case of what happened yesterday, if you're gonna riot and if you're gonna loot, get all the facts. Whether or not he killed himself last night is still something that I don't know whether it actually happened. The news is saying one thing, but we all know the news is not 100% truthful. I just want to be able to have peace in where I live, and I want everybody else to be able to have that same peace. And part of the way that is going to happen is by holding everybody accountable. Hold each person accountable for their actions. If John Smith is a cop and he winds up killing somebody because that somebody winds up using a counterfeit bill, that specific cop is, my opinion, it needs to be held accountable. It isn't my fault that somebody else acted that way. Just like I know that not every person in a specific group, how do I put this? Not every person in a specific group acts a certain way. Not every person within a group is a criminal just because one or two people act a certain way. And if we think about it from my point of view, I'm wearing stuff with rainbows on it. And I've got this wristband here where I don't know how you can see it. It's got the rainbow on it, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I've got the suspenders that are rainbow. You'll probably see that a little bit better, but back in 1969, right around the same time as the whole movement with Martin Luther King happened, there were Stonewall riots. The Stonewall riots happened because there were a group of trans people who were staying at the Stonewall Inn. And these people, who were mainly black, if not all black, I'm just going to say mainly black here because I don't know the makeup of all the people that stayed there. The Stonewall riots happened because the trans people that were there, most to all of whom were black, were treated unfairly. And the trans people there were looking for equality, equal treatment, equal rights. And that's what the Pride Parade celebrates. So the riots can be used effectively if they're done correctly. What happened last night? There is supposed to have been proof. I still haven't been able to find it yet, but there's supposed to have been proof that there's no police involvement in the death of this person. So if somebody has the proof, please let me know on Twitter. If you have, I don't answer my DMs on any of my stuff, so if you find any proof, at me on Twitter. My Twitter handle's down below. If you find proof one way or the other, I want to know. I think I'm going to end the video here. So let me know your opinion on what's been happening the past few days, both yesterday and today, in my videos. I do look forward to hearing from all of you. Yeah, there is that. So if you made it this far, give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't, hit that bell notification, Check out all my social media down below. I do try and post on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook whenever I can. Anything that I post on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook basically is in addition to the videos, all that stuff. I do look forward to hearing from you. Before I actually end the video here, if you want me to talk to you, you have to make the effort first to talk to me. I am done trying to make an effort to talk to people, only to have them not respond to me. Having said that, just because you try talking to me does not mean that I will talk to you. But here's the thing. With me, if I decide to talk to you, or if I decide to not talk to you, you will know. I have given you guys a forewarning. I will not be answering any DMs on my social media at all. So that's your warning there. When it comes to the people I do talk with on a regular basis, the only way they'll know that I'm not talking to them is if I specifically state that I'm not going to be talking to that person. I will at least give a person a warning if I'm not going to talk to them.